Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
There we go. How about that?
I'm here, guys.
Hey, there we go.
Now.
Jeez.
Technical difficulties.
Hey, you know what it is? It's radio training camp.
Hey, it happens, man. You guys are on the road right now, right?
Radio training camp.
There you go.
Joe Hawley here. I mentioned you know a little bit about hot. You play ball at UNLV. You want to talk about hot.
That's the desert right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a different kind of heat, though.
Yeah.
That's that dry heat.
And of it is hot, too. That's a different kind of heat, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's hot out there, man.
Yeah. Is that worse than here? Was
I
Vegas
don't
worse
think
than here?
So. No. I mean, here it's different. That humidity really takes it out of you. It's like hard to breathe sometimes, like practicing in a steam room. But I've gotten used to it, fifth year now. My rookie year was a little rough.
Yeah, it is interesting, though. The camp here, and I just broadly here, I'm being told that I woke up this morning and mainlined heroin in my assessment of the team here because as a fan and as an observer, and this is my 38th year of following the Falcons, I have high expectations of this team this year, really high expectations, because I believe that this team is a legitimate contender to win the NFC South and to put yourself into a position to at least make a run in the Super Bowl playoffs.
I believe so, too. I mean, we have great players, great coaching, and we've only improved this year. Last year, obviously, wasn't what we wanted it to be. And, I think it's going to make us stronger, the adversity we have to overcome, and I think it's going to make us better this year.
Talking with Joe Hawley, center of the Atlanta Falcons. Just throw a couple of names at you. You tell me your initial impressions, if you would. Jake Matthews.
He's the best rookie I've seen come in. He's NFL ready. He's a great teammate. He kind of keeps to himself, does what a rookie's supposed to do, and is just absorbing everything the NFL has to offer. I think he's going to be a great player for us.
You have had big changes on the line. You have a veteran coming in just to your outside and a new guard. How's all that whole right side of the line at the moment? And, of course, who knows how they'll end up moving the chess pieces. But what's you had a rebuilt right side of the line?
Bringing in John Asamoah at the right guard. And then Jake, having that new right side. Is obviously we've been together a couple months now, been able to learn from each other. They're learning the system, and I think the OTAs have really helped that. They came in, they're great guys, first of all, and when they came into the meeting room, I think we all really gelled right away and got along, and I think that's going to pay dividends going into training camp once we get the pads on, able to learn how each other play moving forward.
Joe, let's talk a little bit about your game. I mean, you ascend to the starting position here. Todd McClure leaves, and there was a lot of, kind of a tough transition period, and you seem to really grasp the opportunity and really take your game to the next level. Have you seen the growth within yourself as a starting center in the NFL?
Absolutely. When I came in, I started a few games at guard my second year, and then my third year I kind of took a step back, and I learned a lot about myself that year. And I came in, Todd retired, I came in, competing for that starting center job, and I didn't win it. And I was the swing inside guy, and I just, kept my head down, kept working hard, and I learned a lot about myself through that time period. And once they gave me that opportunity, I knew I was ready to step in and take over. And once they gave me that opportunity, I never looked back.
When the light bulb goes off, is this, as you go through camp now, is this, I got this? Is that what you say? All of a sudden your confidence level goes to a point where you go, I got this.
I mean, I've always been a confident player, and having a few years under my belt and that experience has really upped my confidence. I know Matt has confidence in me and the other guys. They see the way I play, the way I'm out there. I've played games with them, and that obviously helps. I think I'm a smart player too, and I think Matt trusts me, and that gives me confidence out there to go there and do that when those guys trust me like that.
Joe Hawley, starting center of the Atlanta Falcons, with John Fricke here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game, live at Falcons Camp in Flowery Branch. Joe, looking at, I'm going to throw a few more the fans out there that are listening. You're kind of their eyes and ears, and you can give them kind of a little bit of insight. I want to throw a couple more names at you. Julio Jones.
Oh, best athlete I've ever seen.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He looks good out there. They're obviously taking it slow, getting him back into the groove of things, just coming off that injury. But I'm expecting big things from him. He's obviously our best playmaker, one of the best playmakers in the NFL. And, keep him healthy, get him healthy in the season, and have him make plays like he knows he can.
The guy that you're now lined up across from, he's 350 pounds, a load. Tell me a little bit about Solian.
Solian, he's definitely a load. I mean, that's pretty much it. He's a run stuffer. He's hard to move, even on double teams, and I think he's really going to make not only our defense better, but our offensive line better. Me having to go against him every day, it's really going to help me prepare for the season.
Tyson Jackson.
He's just as big as Paul. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that. He's huge, and he's quick, fast, really good feet. He's got a pass rush to him. He's going to be a huge addition on our defense on the outside.
Rashid.
young guy, kind of raw talent. A little inexperienced, but I think once he comes along, has a training camp under his belt, I think he's going to improve throughout the season.
Hey, he's 6'6".
6'6", athletic.
Athletic 6'6".
Yes.
I mean, if you want to go YouTube it, when he was at Minnesota, he was batting balls. You could throw over him.
Yeah. He's going to be a good athlete, good player, a lot to learn, and once he gets going, those older guys are taking him under their wings, and he's going to be good.
What have you seen of some of the other rookies? Let's start with Freeman.
Freeman's a great athlete. He's quick, explosive, and powerful. I think he's a good complement to our backfield. We got a powerful Steven Jackson, a quicker Jaquiz Rogers. I think he's going to be a perfect addition in that running back role. And
what have you seen? It's probably kind of not your long suit here because I know you're focused on the line, but have you seen anything nice out of Des Southward that gives you, the secondary is going to get another little pop in there?
I mean, I hope he's going to be good, but honestly, I haven't really been paying attention to
That's what I figured. I'm going to ask him about a safety, and he's going to go, safety? Might as well ask me about place kickers. I don't know. Beats me. Ask me about the holder.
I know more about the holder, probably.
Probably so. Joe Hawley here, joining us for a few minutes as Falcons training camp again, 3:30 this afternoon if you want to come out and see big number 61 and his running mates. When you put two new guys on the line and you have a new half, and essentially three new guys, if you go back to, early part of last season here, how long does it take all of you to get comfortable on the same page to that point where you know instinctively what the guys to your, in this case, to your right and then another step out are going to do?
I think it all comes down to communication and being able to have some snaps with each other. And I think throughout OTAs we've really developed a rapport with each other already. I don't think it's going to take any time at all. We're already able to communicate to each other. We all get along really well. I think that's huge. And once you get the pads on, it's going to be a little bit of adjustment because football's different when you got pads on instead of your shorts. So I think once we get pads on, I think it's going to be a quick transition. And I think we're going to play well as a unit. I'm really excited about it.
Last year, Peter and Lamar, Peter Counts and Lamar Holmes, were kind of thrown to the wolves expecting that they were, expecting stuff out of them that probably wasn't delivered. I'm not going to ask you to comment on that, but when you have to take a step back in your career, because you mentioned you had to do it, and there had to be some introspection there, how do they handle their new roles?
I mean, it's just the kind of man you are. I mean, you handle some adversity. You got to be able to look inside yourself and overcome it. I think, inexperience is huge. I mean, every young player in the NFL has to go through some growing pains. I did it. A lot of other people did it. And I think they are on the right track. I've seen them this offseason definitely improve, Peter and Lamar. I think they're just going to continue to improve, and they just got to keep pushing forward and not get discouraged.
Safe to say then that from your viewpoint that you look at, a better starting five, and then something that maybe the line didn't have last year, and maybe hasn't had quite sometimes, which is legitimate depth.
Yeah, I mean this year is the first year we didn't really bring any rookies in. I mean, besides Jake, we past couple years we've had 5 rookie free agents coming in competing. I think Coach Tice let it be known that he wants these guys that have been here to compete for those roster spots, and I think that's going to be huge because a lot of these guys have a lot of experience, and he's giving them the shot to win those jobs.
Now, there is one thing that's kind of new on the line this year. You don't have Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So what does the tight end situation look like?
I think a lot of people are looking for us to replace Tony Gonzalez, which is not going to happen. He's a Hall of Fame player, best tight end to ever play the game. So I don't think we're going to try and replace him. We have Levine Toilolu, who's going to play a significant role at the tight end position, but I think we're going to spread the ball out a little bit more to the other playmakers. We got Roddy and Julio and Harry, and I think we're going to run a lot of different packages to get those guys the ball more instead of focusing on just tight end. We're going to kind of spread that role out. Are we seeing Devin Hester in any role on the offense yet? Absolutely. He's a very quick, explosive talent. I think we're going to get him the ball a lot. He's already shown what he can do, and I'm very excited to see what he can do on the field in the games. All right, so your first game's in a couple of weeks here with Miami coming into town to get through the preseason. Your opener again is with the I can't say their name. This is a debt-free zone. You get them at home. How I know it's only one game, and I know it's a season opener, but given what happened last year, how bad do you want that opening game to just lay the wood to these guys? Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I mean, it definitely sets the tempo for the whole season. I mean, last year we went there, they beat us in a close one, and I think that kind of set the tempo for the whole season. I mean, it kind of the way the season went was kind of how the game went, and I think everybody here knows that, and everybody's ready to show what we got, and I think it's huge for us to set the tempo in the game one versus our rivals. Joe, appreciate your dropping by. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. All right, dude.
Old UNLV boy. Was it, by the way, I did play-by-play in the Mountain West Conference at San Diego State at one of your rivals,
Yeah.
And so I had to do games out at your place out at the Sam Boyd Silver Bowl. Yeah, you have stories that most college players don't have because of the distractions of Vegas.
Yeah, we don't talk about those on air, though. I had some fun.
Yeah, you did. I know you Vegas guys did. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you coming
man.
by.
Have a good one.
All righty, Joe Hawley joining us here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game, and we'll shake Joe's hand, and he'll be off to go get some food here and get ready for practice at 3:30 this afternoon.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Get in the game on Twitter at 929 The Game.
On Facebook /929 The Game.
On YouTube /929 The Game.
On your phone, the free Audio Roadshow app.
The website 929thegame.com.
Watch the game. Watch 929thegame.com.
And listen at 929thegame.com.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.